Chapter 48, make no mistake about it, be formless. Be like water, my friend. This is one of the most important lessons from the ancient book of Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching. Lao Tzu says that the most successful people are those who can adapt to changing circumstances and not be rigid. Look at how water always takes the shape of whatever it is in contact with. It can be a cup or a bottle or a river or an ocean. It's formless. It adapts to its environment, and this is what we call being formless. In our lives, we have to learn to be formless and not rigid. When we talk about being formless, we mean being able to change your approach depending on the circumstances and the people involved. We all know someone who is so stubborn and rigid that they never admit they're wrong. They never change their ways, they don't adapt, and guess what? They always lose. But the truly powerful people, they are like water. They go with the flow of life, and they take the shape of whatever the circumstances require of them. They can be rigid when necessary. They can be soft when necessary. They are strong, yet they bend with the pressure. They are extremely adaptable and flexible. Being formless, my friends, means that you are not attached to any particular way of doing things. You are not tied to your ego and your beliefs and your biases. You are free to change your mind. You are free to change your ways. You are free to adapt to the changing circumstances of life. And this is what makes you powerful, because it gives you the ability to get what you want. Think about it. When you are rigid, you are stuck in your ways. You can't adapt to the changing circumstances, so you end up losing out. But when you are formless, you go with the flow. You take the shape of whatever the circumstances require of you. And this is what gives you power. Now let me give you an example from history to illustrate this point. Meet Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire. He was the most ruthless and powerful conqueror in history. And he was also very, very smart. When Genghis Khan went to war, he didn't just charge into battle with his army. He first sent out scouts to gather intelligence on his enemy. He studied their strengths and weaknesses. He learned their battle strategies. And then he developed a plan to defeat them. Why? Because he understood the importance of being formless. He knew that every situation was different and required a different approach. So he didn't just go into battle blindly. He prepared. He gathered intelligence, he made a plan, and guess what? It worked. He won almost every battle. Genghis Khan was also very flexible. He knew when to be soft and when to be hard. For example, when he conquered new lands, he would often make deals with the local leaders. He would offer them terms that were favorable to them if they surrendered peacefully. But if they resisted, then he would use force. And this flexibility gave him the ability to conquer huge empires like the Yuan dynasty, the Western Xia, the Kingdom of Jin, and many more. He was able to do this because he was formless. He was able to take the shape of whatever the situation required of him. So remember, my friends, that being formless is a sign of true power. It is the ability to change your approach depending on the circumstances. And when you master this skill, then you will become unstoppable. Now let's move on to the second part of today's lesson, which is about avoiding the trap of being trapped by your own ego. Being trapped by your own ego is like being stuck in a box of your own making. It's like building walls around yourself that prevent you from growing and evolving as a person. When you are trapped by your ego, you are unable to see things from other people's perspectives. You can't understand their feelings and their motivations, and this is what prevents you from being successful in life. Let me give you an example from the animal kingdom. The mantis shrimp is one of the most powerful creatures on the planet. It has the ability to smash open the shells of crabs and lobsters with its giant club-like appendages. But despite its incredible strength, the mantis shrimp is often outsmarted by the octopus. The octopus is a much more intelligent creature. It's able to use tools and solve problems, and it's also able to camouflage itself and sneak up on its prey. And this is why the octopus often wins against the mantis shrimp. The moral of the story is that you should never underestimate your opponent. No matter how powerful or successful you are, there is always someone who is smarter or more experienced than you. And if you think you are too good for something or too big to fail, then you are only fooling yourself. So never be trapped by your ego. Always stay humble and always keep learning from others. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and join our awesome community. And if you want to learn more about the 48 laws of power, check out the links below.